Chapter 20 continued. Sorry for that. All right. I tell Catherine, go now. I almost push her away. Thank you. Your mom is coming to pick you up? Yes. Good luck, Melody. You're my champ no matter what you got. Got it. I wave as she leaves the room. Mr. Dimming shrugs his shoulders and continues with the directions. There are 100 quiz questions. I will read each prompt one time and each answer only once. You will have 30 seconds to record each response. Please write only the capital letter A, B, C, D, and sometimes E. Are there any questions? Claire's hand shoots up. Yes. How do we know Melody doesn't have answers stored in her machine? Us normal people aren't allowed to use computers. Why are you so worried about Melody? Rose answers before Mr. D has a chance to. Are you scared she'll get a higher score than you? No way! Then be quiet so we can get started. Mr. D smiles at Rose. Students, get out 2 sheets of paper, one to write on, one to cover your answers. We believe in honesty, but an extra sheet of paper can't hurt. Everyone shuffles to find paper and pens. Then a feeling of quiet expectation falls over the room. Mr. Dimming unseals the official test and opens the first page. Let us begin, he says, his voice sounding very official. Number 1. The capital of Colombia is A. Brussels, B. Santiago, C. Bogota, D. Jakarta. Christian, you should know this one. He pauses while everybody scribbles their answers. I punch in the letter C. Good old Mrs. V and her capital quiz cards. Number 2, Mr. Dimming continues. Gerontology is the study of A. The elderly, B. Gerunds, C. Germs, D. Rocks and jewels. I punched in the letter A. So far, so good. The test continues for the next 30 minutes or so. He asks questions about atoms and clouds, about fish and mammals, about famous religions, and dead presidents. Some of the questions I'm sure of. I guess on a couple. The math questions make me sweat. This is the hardest, most exciting thing I've ever done. The very last question is a killer. And number 100, Mr. D says, relief in his voice. The small intestine of an average adult, if stretched out vertically, would measure about how long? A. 8 to 12 inches. B. 1 to 2 feet. C. 5 to 7 feet. D. 20 to 23 feet. I punch in the letter D, hoping I've guessed right, and breathe a sigh of relief. It was over. Pencils down, please, Mr. Dimming tells us. Make sure your name is on your paper, then cover it with the cover sheet and pass it up to me. As everyone gathers papers and scribbles their names hurriedly, I push the print button on my MediTalker. A slim sheet with my answers emerges from the side. Mr. Dimming walks back to where I sit and rips it off. He doesn't look at me. We're done here, he tells the class. Your parents were told what time to pick you up, but if anyone has a problem with the ride, let me know. I won't leave the building until everyone has safely left school grounds. I'm the last one out. I know my mom will probably come in to get me, but I want to leave on my own power. I turn on my chair and wheel around to face the door. Melody, Mr. D calls. I spin back around. I hope you were not discouraged by all this. I was only trying to protect you from being hurt. Do you think he really is? I feel not sure how I feel about Mr. Dimming lately. I'm okay, I tell him. I'll be announcing the scores and the members of the team tomorrow. I just don't want you to be disappointed. I understand. Then I ask him, top 8 scores get picked? Yes. 4 team members and 4 alternates. I'm tired, and I've started to drool a little. I'm sure he thinks I'm a dunce, a sloppy one at that. I feel like the red stain on my blouse is screaming. Okay, good night. Good night, Melody. See you tomorrow. And, you might want to wipe your mouth. I rub the sleeve of my shirt across my lips. The tomato-stained shirt. I can only imagine what he was thinking. I almost bump into my mom as she hurries in. How'd you do, sweetie? She asks breathlessly. Okay, I guess. To Mr. D, she says, thank you for giving her the opportunity to participate. My pleasure, Mrs. Brooks. Melody is a delight, and I'm amazed she's been able to achieve as well as she has. Yeah, right. A delight with drippy lips and a dirty shirt. Let's go, Mom, I type. I need to go to the bathroom, and I want to go home. That's the end of chapter 20.